would be, should be, and could be. When to use them. Hello! In today's video, we'll talk about these three. In English grammar, would be, should be, and could be are used to express different levels of possibility, obligation, and hypothetical situations. Understanding these forms helps in creating nuanced sentences that convey the right meaning. Let's explore each one in detail. First is would be. It has two uses. The first is for hypothetical situations, used to describe imagined or unreal scenarios. Second is for polite suggestions or requests. It softens the tone of requests or suggestions. Examples for hypothetical situation. It would be nice to visit Japan someday. Imagines a pleasant scenario that is not currently happening. Another one, he would be a great leader if he were more confident. In this sentence, it describes a potential quality in a hypothetical situation. Another one, they would be thrilled to meet their favorite author. In this sentence, it envisions an emotional reaction in an imagined context. Another sentence, living in a castle would be like a fairy tale. In this sentence, it compares an unreal scenario to a fantastical idea. Next is she would be famous if she pursued acting. In this sentence, it imagines a potential outcome based on an unreal action. The second usage is for polite suggestion or request. Here are example sentences. Would you be able to help me with this project? In this sentence, it softens the request for assistance. Another one, it would be wonderful if you could attend the wedding. In this sentence, it suggests attendance in a polite and inviting manner. Next is, would you be interested in giving a talk at our event? In this sentence, it politely inquires about interest in participation. Next one, it would be helpful if you sent the documents by Tuesday. It requests an action in a courteous way. And last example, would you be willing to share your expertise on this topic? It gently asks for someone's knowledge or input. Now let's move on to should be. Should be has two uses. First is obligations or expectations. It expresses what is expected or recommended. Another one is for advice. It provides guidance or recommendations for actions. Examples for obligation or expectation. You should be wearing a helmet when cycling. In this sentence, it emphasizes the expectation for safety measures. Next, the report should be completed by Friday. It sets a deadline for a task, indicating obligation. Employees should be familiar with company policies. In this sentence, it states an expectation for knowledge within the workplace. Guests should be seated before the ceremony starts. In this sentence, it describes the expected behavior of guests. And last, all entries should be submitted online. In this sentence, it specifies a required method for submission. Let's move on to the second usage for advice. You should be drinking more water each day. Advises a health-related action. She should be focusing on her studies to improve her grades. Suggests prioritizing studies for better outcomes. You should be cautious when sharing personal information online. Recommends careful behavior regarding privacy. He should be taking breaks to avoid burnout. Advises regular breaks for well-being. They should be exploring new markets to expand their business. Suggests a strategic action for growth. And now let's move on to could be. For possibility, indicates that something is possible but not certain. Another one is for conditional situations, describes what might happen under certain conditions. Let's have examples for possibility. It could be sunny tomorrow. Suggests the possibility of sunny weather. The missing keys could be in the car. Indicates a possible location for the keys. There could be a delay in the flight schedule. In this sentence, it warns of a potential delay. This book could be a bestseller. In this sentence, it predicts potential success for the book. There could be a change in the lineup. In this sentence, it suggests a possible alteration. Now, let's move on to the second usage for conditional situation. If we hurry, we could be on time for the movie. In this sentence, it describes being on time as a potential outcome of hurrying. Another one, with more training, she could be an excellent athlete. In this sentence, it suggests excellence is possible with certain actions. If he saves enough money, he could be traveling next year. It indicates travel as a possible result of saving money. They could be successful if they invest wisely. Describes success as contingent on wise investment. If the weather clears up, we could be going on a hike. In this sentence, it envisions a hike as a possible activity based on weather conditions. Now it's quiz time. Choose the correct phrase, would be, should be, or could be, to fill in the blanks. Number one, if I won the lottery, I traveling the world. Would be. You more respectful when talking to your elders. Should be. There a meeting tomorrow if everyone is available. Could be. It great if you could join us for a dinner. Would be. And number five, she able to finish the project on time if she starts now. Could be. Let's recap the answer. Would be for number one, should be for number two, could be for number three, would be for number four, and could be for number five. How many correct answers did you get? Try to make a sentence using would be, should be, and could be. Please share them in the comments below. And that's our lesson for today. I hope you learned something. Happy learning and see you on the next one. Bye!